Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jamie with LostBoy. Gonna be doing another daily reading, spilling some more tea today. Keep in mind that this is a general message. It's pretty much intended for whoever needs it. So please only take the messages that resonate and drop the messages that do not. I do want to say thank you to everybody out there that has supported the channel. It really does mean the world to me. It allows this channel to grow and it gets these messages out there to others who need it, so thank you. Anybody out there interested in booking a private reading with me, all that information is down below in the description box. Alrighty everybody, let's get into this daily tea reading. Hope that everybody's staying warm out there, or doing their best. I know here in New England we have been in a freezer for the past couple of days, and it looks like we have a couple more days of that coming up ahead, but that is why we have nice warm robes, right? In order to hold us over until Mother Nature decides to heat us back up again. Alrighty, universe. What is the tea for today? What is the tea for today? Alright, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Somebody here has been carrying a heavy burden. They've been carrying a lot of responsibilities. They haven't dropped them yet because the 10 is in the reverse. Somebody here needs to drop something that's been weighing heavily on them. Four Swords just flipped out of my hands in the reverse. So there's a lack of healing here, and there's a lack of taking a time out and taking a pause to reevaluate. I feel like somebody here is just on overdrive. They just keep going and going and going and going and going, right? I do have the Queen of Cups here as well. This could have to do with somebody's emotions that are weighing heavily on them. Maybe somebody here could be taking some kind of action in regards to their emotions, but considering that it's in reverse, I feel like they're not ready to let it go, so they're holding on to it. They're not expressing themselves. They're probably not telling people what's really going on here. The Star card reverse, there's, like I said, there's a lack of healing. And there's a lack of trusting in the universe. Somebody isn't surrendering something to the universe. I'm also getting like Mr. Fix-It just came into my head, so I don't know if this is somebody here who likes to extend themselves in order to help other people, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if it comes to a cost of yourself, it ends up holding you back, and it leaves you with no time and no resources for you. Tell me more, universe. There's that Star card in the reverse. This is a wish not coming true because somebody's unable to drop something. They're unable to drop something. Maybe they're casting blame on everybody else but themselves, right? Oh, how did I get into this? You know, life is accumulation of choices. Someone isn't giving something up. They're not taking responsibility for it as well. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. Some of y'all could be an Aquarius dealing with somebody in this energy. Now we have the King of Cups reversed. I'm almost wondering if there's a relationship here that's not on the same page, because we had the Queen of Cups earlier upright and the King of Cups reversed. Something about this is not wish fulfillment. Somebody here is tired of carrying all of the burdens and responsibilities. The King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's not honest with their emotions or not honest with their intentions. Could be lying to themselves and others around them, not really expressing how they really feel. Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Strength card. Page of Wands in the reverse is a negative action, right? Somebody feeling like they have to do something because their back is pressed up against the wall. And with that Strength card, I definitely feel like somebody here is being pressured to do something that they don't want to do. Or because of all that pressure, that they feel like they have their back up against the wall. Tell me more, universe. Okay. Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is some kind of a loss here. The Magician. The Empress in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Queen of Wands in the reverse, with the Eight of Pentacles upright. And the Fool reversed. There's a lack of nurturing here with the Empress in the reverse. Somebody here is not nurturing something, they're not caring for something, they're also trying to be very controlling. Like, we have the Emperor and the Empress in the reverse, so I definitely feel like there's been an imbalance here within the masculine and the feminine energy. Somebody's not mastering themselves. With that King of Cups in the reverse, their emotions are all over the place. This Emperor is headed for a loss here, because the Princess of Pentacles, it's something being taken away, you're not receiving something. Because somebody here has not been able to end something. You know, I'm also getting, like, this energy of, like, somebody repeating the same cycle over and over again, expecting different results. Like, that's the pure definition of crazy. Or at least that's what was taught to me when I was a psych major, right? You keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That is the definition of crazy. The Queen of Wands, I mean, there's a lot of energy here of somebody or somebodies here who are very upset, right? They're not standing in their highest self. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is somebody here who cares about looks. It's all superficial. Same thing with the Emperor in the reverse and this Empress. So somebody here is very, very superficial in their thinking and in their view. They're afraid to take a leap of faith here. They're afraid to put in hard work and effort in order to change their circumstances here. The universe has told them no with the Star card in the reverse. Somebody here is definitely having a lot of losses. They're taking a lot of L's right now with the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. This is not receiving something. But the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this is giving me, especially on this card, like somebody here who has really, really strong victim mentality here. And I feel like that's what they use to manifest. Right? People can use negative energies to manifest, and yes, it does happen. But I feel like somebody has been doing this, and they keep out. Why do I keep hitting a loss? Why do I keep having this loss? Because something is not meant for somebody. Because somebody does not have the right point of view. They think that the world owes them something. They think that the universe owes them something. Nobody owes you anything in this world, right? I'm speaking to everybody, even me. Like, the universe don't owe me shit, right? I'm grateful and blessed when the universe does, you know, give me those blessings, right? But the universe doesn't owe me anything. Nobody owes me anything. The only one that owes me something is myself. And I feel like somebody here is just very upset that they're not getting what it is that they wanted out of life, and they're blaming the universe. That's really what they're blaming, the universe, or blaming other people for their own shortcomings, for their own problems. I mean, the Empress and the Emperor reverse, I mean, I could switch the story up a little bit. This could definitely be, you know, a partnership that's not on the same page. We have, you know, two people here who are blaming each other, right? And I'm a firm believer that it takes two to tango. And I'm not trying to say that everybody... I mean, there are circumstances out there where, yes, you didn't do anything, and I do understand that, but usually it takes two to tango in a situation here. So, and with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, and the Emperor in the reverse, and the Empress, this is somebody here not taking accountability for the role that they played, right? We each play a role. You know, being on a spiritual journey is not easy. People think that it's always sunshine and rainbows, right? But it's all about accountability. It's all about accountability. And it's not easy, right? And it's also recognizing our own shortcomings. Because the only way that we can evolve is if we know where we went wrong, if we know what areas in order to fix, in order to heal, in order to let go, taking accountability for the role that we played in it as well. And somebody here isn't. They're not dropping the burdens, they're not dropping the responsibilities. This could even be like somebody here who, you know, people do things to try and help people because they want to receive something in the future, right? So like they'll hold that over your head. Like, remember that favor I did for you 4 months ago? Yeah, well, I need you to do this for me now. And it's kind of like, okay. Like, somebody here does not give without expectations. And that's not okay. You are to give freely with no expectations. Because that you surrender it to the universe. Right? But by getting into that energy of, you know what, I give you this because I know I'm going to get this in the future. Or I'm going to want to use you in the future for this. That's getting into a contract with strings attached. And sometimes those strings, those attachments, those strings, right? Those riders in the contract are not all they're cracked up to be, right? They can create a trauma bond of some sort. They can get you wrapped up and tied in something that you don't want to be in. I have noticed that, you know, if somebody asks you for $10, right, you give them the fucking $10, right, even though you're probably never going to see the $10 again, right, it's $10 fucking dollars, right, but if it's like 10 grand, like, no, just no, right, just no, right, and be very, very careful with borrowing money with friends and family. Just be very, very careful with that. Like I said, $10 is $10, right, and I have let many people borrow $10, $20, knowing that I would never get it back. And that's okay. You can keep it. Go with God. You need it more than I do. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I give freely with no expectations because I know that when I need something, the universe will supply it for me, right? I don't need that person to supply it for me, right? Tell me more, please. The Seven of Cups. There's a lot of confusion here. There's a lot of options. Somebody doesn't commit to one thing. They keep a lot of different options around, right? So that way they can, like, go from one to the other. Well, you know, Mary doesn't have the 10K, so let me move on to David. And then from David, let's go to Michael. And then from Michael, let's go to... I'm trying to think of names here. Cindy, right? You know what I mean? Instead of just having faith that the universe would supply them. Give me one final card here, please, for today. Or 5 more cards. I mean, that works too, universe. There's the Queen of Cups again. The 8 of Cups. Somebody here is walking away. 2 of Cups in the reverse. The 9 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Knight of Wands and the Princess of Cups reversed. This is a disconnect from some kind of partnership, from some kind of contract here. Somebody here is definitely walking away. They're no longer blocking, they're no longer defending, they're no longer wanting to hold on to the responsibilities. And this could even be like somebody here who did contract behind somebody else's back. And somebody, you know what I mean, like in a relationship, and somebody's like, well, great, now I have to stick with this because, you know, my spouse, my partner, whatever, got us into this, right? But you don't. The Wheel of Fortune, the reverse, this is a loss. Somebody here is heading for a loss here. The Knight of Wands, this is somebody who has no staying power. They have no, they're not committal. They're in and out, moving on to the next thing. And the Princess of Cups in the reverse, this is being closed off. Somebody here is not open. Their heart is so closed off, and they're so hurt, and they feel so entitled. It's like they can't see anybody have anything good for themselves or do good for themselves. And there are some people in this world who get so envious that other people have things that they don't have. But what did we see earlier? We saw that 8 of Pentacles in that Fool card. You could have the same thing too, should you decide to take a leap of faith. Drop the victim mentality, drop the victim mindset. Put in the hard work and effort, and you too can achieve those things. But the universe, you know, it's like the universe and God. All things are possible through the universe and through God. All things are possible. But I really feel like we have somebody here who doesn't believe. They don't believe in the universe. Maybe that's the way that they were raised. That's the way, you know, that they were taught, unfortunately, right? But somebody here is separating from somebody, and you know, whoever this person is, like, you can tell when somebody's soul, right, is bombarded with negative energy, and there's a lot of obstacles that they unfortunately are unwilling to work through and unwilling to release. Sometimes you have to release your pain. You have to release it. You can't hold on to it, because the more you hold on to those grudges, they skew your vision of the world, right? I have been there myself. I have. You know, everything I talk about on this channel is not to be rude, it's not to be mean, it's not to be condescending, and it's not to take anybody down, right? It's to help build people up, right? Because I know what it's like to be there. I have been there myself. You know, I'm still on a spiritual journey, you know? Just like everybody on this earth is still on a spiritual journey. Not everybody, right? Is sunshine and rainbows. And unfortunately, the higher that you elevate, the more you need to protect yourself from this kind of energy, because it's the kind of energy that can bring you back down with them. We're seeing a lot of this play out in the world right now. People are taking L's. There's going to be a lot of losses here because of their mindset, because of the way that they've been trying to manipulate the energies. This is what I have for y'all today. If this reading resonates with you guys, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And, wow, double confirmation, because the bell just went off when I said hit the bell. It's crazy. Anyways, I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Ciao.